Welcome to SAS, short and sweet tips for the business sector from the Case Mastermind Group.
Yep, tip number 5, and for me this is crucial. So tip number 5 is continuously review. You know, once you've done all of this work, you've mapped out your existing processes or your to-be processes, you've then found the systems that fit that. Always review, constantly review. I mean, you should be doing this as a business, and for me, this should be paramount to, or one of the central things to a business. In the always review. You know, I sort of said earlier that your business will change year 1, year 2, all throughout. As time goes on, your business will change, and you need to bring your processes and your systems along with that journey, because what you don't want is to be developing your business, introducing new products. If you're stocking stuff, you then start making your own products, but your systems are lagged behind, because before you know it, you'll end up in a position where you'll end up in a lot of mess and a lot of difficulty, and you're going to need someone to pull you out of this. So what I will say is continuously review and continuously evolve your processes in the same way that your business evolves.
No, that's great. And I think while you were saying that there, I was thinking of like a production line, because whatever processes we do in a business, even if they're all on a PC, it's still like a production line, because if one part of that production line is not as efficient as the rest, everything coming up the production line is just going to bottleneck behind that one weak spot, and it's going to hold everything else back. It's going to cause a lot of frustration for people and cause lots of errors and issues and all that sort of thing. So yeah, I think it is a really important aspect, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're right about the whole conveyor belt effect, because it is exactly that. You know, the last thing you want is bottlenecks, and they will appear more and more as your business evolves and you don't evolve your process. So continuously review. The other, if you're a business that's been going and you have a team of people, the benefit of having those people reviewing your processes and giving them the ability and and empowering them to continuously review how they work, how the business works, has a knock-on effects for productivity as well. It's everybody loves the ability to be able to change what they do, giving them the ability aids this whole thing of continuously review. You know, let them continuously review every quarter, perhaps, as a minimum, I would say. Down tools, and just, right, we're going to do a mapping exercise. What are our pain points? Let's tackle them. Let's find a way out of this. What do we need? What tools do we need? You know, do we need extra training, etc., etc. And by the way, whilst I mentioned training is absolutely key, because when I said previously about finding the right systems, and don't overlook what you already have, a lot of it comes from the fact that you don't know that your existing systems can do that. So training, identified training. So continuously review in the same way that you do your people, your business continuously changes. Do that with your processes and your systems at least every quarter.
No, that's good. And I think, we divide the year up into quarters, and I think that is a good way of doing things. If you're going to implement a new system, you've got that time for it to be used. Then you're getting feedback. How did that change impact? And you talk in there about putting people in from the front line, everyone that's involved in that process, enabling people to have an input and have a say, because everyone's got different opinions and everyone can bring something in, and the more of that we can get, the more effective it can be. Even maybe, Alan, even asking customers for feedback about a change system as well, and going beyond the organisation, but to outside, to the customers who are in effect part of that organisation, because without them the organisation wouldn't exist, to actually pull in their opinion. We're doing a new system, we're doing it a different way, we'd love your feedback, and at least again that enables customers to feel they're part of it as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always say, I actually preach, in fact, that, you know, your business is not just you. Your business is your customers and even your suppliers. So, yeah, where, you know, certainly where appropriate, bring them in. You know, absolutely bring them in, because ultimately they're the people that's going to benefit. But, you know, also look at, just because you sort of mentioned the customer and I mentioned the supplier aspect, also think about the processes that go towards your suppliers. You know, what your suppliers deliver to you has an impact on you. And you spoke about bottlenecks. Your bottleneck could be at the supplier, but it's affecting your business. So it's your bottleneck, not the supplier's bottleneck. So also look at that as a process. You know, they're not independent of your business. They might have a different name, but they're not independent of your business, because you still rely on them. Your whole, you know, your supply chain is your supply chain. So that whole process absolutely contains not only the customers, but also your suppliers. So yeah, absolutely, you should be thinking external as well.
Thank you for spending time with us today. This has been brought to you by the Case Mastermind Group. Please be sure to follow us in the links to this message. Please give your real, honest feedback on what you have just heard, and share what you enjoyed or liked the best. We really do check the feedback that we receive. Please also share with your friends who you believe could benefit from it, just to show you care. To our listeners, remember, no matter where you are on the mountain of success, let's enjoy the journey together to the top. We will see you there, my friends.